All right, so it's called the Magic Roundabout, and it's actually a little intense. All right, well, it's quite large, so I pretty much have to install it now.
Having begun my journey as a complete novice, I rode my motorcycle across North America before hopping over to Europe. From there, I'll make my way across Asia and down to Australia. New Zealand's southernmost drivable point will mark the end of my journey. I'm calling it the Big Spiral, and this is Act 4, a lap of Ireland and the United Kingdom.
All right, good morning from Swindon, England. Before we get to the meat of the day, I guess, I just want to show you this crazy intersection here. So on my days off, I often go, to the grocery store or whatever, and I just came across this intersection, and I was just drove into it, not really expecting what I was about to embark on. It's never seen anything quite like it. All right, I think it's just up here. So you can see the sign on the left there about what we're about to enter into, and it's how does this even work? Oh, I have to go this way maybe. All right, so it's called the Magic Roundabout, and it's actually a little intense. So there's basically 5 roundabouts, and there's a big one in the middle too. It's actually 6 roundabouts in one. How does this even work? Oh, I have to go this way maybe. Yeah, so I can just do a little circle here. And then if you want, you can just go through the middle of it. One way you're going counterclockwise, and then another way, so if I go over here, you're going clockwise. And then I can just drive in circles. And yeah, so it's basically, oh, that person, see, everybody's very cautious here, right? And actually everybody's very cautious, and so since they built it since the 70s, there's only been like I think it was 17 accidents. I might cause number 18 here, but actually once you kind of understand it, it's not so bad actually. Just riding in circles here. People are wondering, what is he doing? I can go like this. That guy's wondering, where is he going? I'll go next to this bus. Anyways, there must be more people, like people must come and do this all the time, just ride in circles. It's just crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy, isn't it? Maybe I'll go out there. Yeah, okay, maybe that'll be enough of that. But it's just, this is the craziest roundabout I've ever ridden, I think. So a little bit chaotic, isn't it? All right, I'm just gonna show you what we're gonna get up to today. Yeah, so the roundabout, I think they just the idea of roundabouts in general is that people are just really cautious when they ride through them. So I guess when you just add more, people get really cautious. But anyways, let's have a look at the map here. So bottom of England here, we're in Swindon, and I want to end up near Salisbury, but actually to Stonehenge. So Stonehenge, I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. It's actually on the map here, Stonehenge. And then we're going to head over to Guildford, which is right near London. And oh, the wind. And I want to head to a shop called Moto Legends. They actually have a YouTube channel. They're really helpful with picking out clothing for this trip. And so actually I need some new pants, so I want to head there. And then somewhere around here, I've got an Airbnb booked. So, all right, let's get going. All right, so I actually have to go back through this magic roundabout. See how my navigation handles this. Oh, I just got to turn left, easy. I just saw a sign on the left, Stonehenge. Stonehenge, not Stonehenge, Stonehenge. But yeah, over the course of this act, we visited a lot of rocks in the ground. Definitely seems to be a bit of a theme, but I'm sure you know Stonehenge is probably the ultimate, most famous rocks that have been stood up, and turns out there's traffic at Stonehenge too. But yeah, this is one of those, like, I don't know, it's probably one of the most famous sites in England, and like I can't think of, like, maybe Big Ben is more famous, Westminster Abbey, something like that, but Stonehenge, it's got to be one of the most famous sites in the world, to be honest. Oh, I can lane split. Why am I always forget that I can do this. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not really, oh, I see it already. Oh, there's a lot of people. Wow. So am I allowed to, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to filter on the right here, but yeah, it's, well, it's definitely bigger than the other ones I've seen. Okay, I think that's the parking. Okay, it's gonna be a bit more of a thing than I thought. This is, well, what I should have expected something like this. Motorcycles left. Well, there is a silver lining. Oh yes, motorcycle parking. Alright, well, I typically wouldn't come to such a busy place, but it's Stonehenge, you kind of have to. So, I need to, what do I have to do? Do I have to pay? Pay? I have no idea. Oh yeah, okay. Hi, just one person.
Enjoy visit.
Cool, thank you. Okay, there's a shuttle. I'm gonna take the shuttle, I think, just to save some time. Yeah, it's very busy here.
Wristbands.
Cheers everyone, hop on. Just walk all the way to the back for me, please.
And if you'd like to walk part of the way to Stonehenge, you can get off here.
Thank you. All right, there it is. It's pretty cool to see in person, actually. So this is by far the biggest and most impressive stone circle we've seen so far. So the whole thing is basically aligned with the sun. So during winter and summer solstice, the sun will rise over the heel stone. And it's quite amazing because it was built over 5,000 years ago, between 2000 and 3000 BC. And it seems amazing to me that people back then would know enough about the earth and the way the sun rises and sets that they could build such a structure that it would align with all of that. But the thing that's even more amazing to me is that it was built at all. The fact that these stones are so large and that they moved them. So the biggest stones are called sarsen stones, and they were moved from about 25 miles away. Now, there's also a bunch of stones called blue stones, which are a fair bit smaller, and they were brought in from Wales. But there's actually an altar stone that sits in the middle. It's actually underground, fairly important stone. It's 6 tons, it's 16 feet long, and it came from northern Scotland, northwest Scotland. And it seems just so unreal that 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, they dragged that 700 kilometers from essentially the northern tip of the United Kingdom to here. So clearly, it was quite important to them that they got this altar stone down there. They don't really know exactly what this whole thing was for and why there's a stone in the middle, but you know, it's probably religious reasons. They have found a burial ground, they found artifacts underground,
They've been taking all this fancy equipment and scanning underground. They're finding all kinds of stuff around here. So it's quite impressive, actually. And the reason they know where all these stones came from is that they all have a unique chemical makeup. So they all have basically their own fingerprint. So they can kind of reverse engineer, like, what is this stone exactly made of? And then they can find different places in the UK that kind of matches that fingerprint. And then they can deduce that, okay, well, this stone came from this region of the United Kingdom, which is really cool, actually. And it just kind of sheds some light on how important the site was to these ancient people. They do think that the altar stone did originally stand horizontally, but they're not really sure. And yeah, they've just left it as it is now. But yeah, when they originally found this place, it was not in the condition it is now. It has been reassembled somewhat. So today is kind of the modern version of Stonehenge.
Okay, well that was Stonehenge. Now we head to the highway, motorway, dual carriageway. Dual carriageway. Okay, so this is a dual carriageway. I just noticed that I hit 30,000 kilometers, so 30,083 kilometers. That's pretty cool. A little bit of traffic. I can practice my filtering skills. They actually move out of the way. It's amazing. I think people are a lot more aware of motorcycles here than North America. I spoke to a Scottish guy. He lived in Calgary and he rode bikes there as well. And he's like, yeah, the Canadians are not as good around motorcycles. Alright, I think we're getting there. Oh yeah, there it is, Moto Legends. Nice bike.
Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, my pants are, they're not good. So you can see big holes, kind of oiled up, and yeah, I could go a little longer, but they have 30,000 kilometers on them. So if they have something better here, I might go for it.
Hello, how can we help?
I was hoping to get some pants or something.
Come on in.
Alright.
Go straight through and then on your left.
Okay. Oh yeah, trousers. Off-road oriented?
Something.
These are the ones. They're good. Yeah. All right, I got some new pants. Similar to the last pair, but improved. So I got zips on the bottom, so it's easier to kind of put over my boot. And there's ventilation here, which is great. And that's about it, I guess. So there's one other thing I gotta do. It's a little upgrade for the bike, actually a big upgrade for the bike that I'm gonna go pick up right now. So let's get going.
The pants are need to be broken in a little. Kicking a leg over. All right. So, yeah, that was kind of cool actually. I've seen the shop on YouTube, and the main character, I don't even know what his actual name is, but he goes by the chap in the hat. Well, he wasn't wearing the hat. I was a bit too shy to introduce myself to him, but anyhow, cool to see the shop. It's smaller than I expected, actually. I thought it was going to be bigger. I think when they film it so it looks bigger. But I think that they say that about Stonehenge as well. So okay, so I think it's a locker I'm going to, and this is something I've been wanting to do to the bike for a long time now, and there's been obstacles in the way, but once I pick it up I'll explain it all. Another thing is when I was in there I got recognized. Actually, one of my patrons was inside, and he's like, it's actually really cool. I've only met patrons a handful of times from my previous channel, and this is the first time I've actually been recognized at all for Una Moto. And yeah, all right, kind of cool. So Charles, thanks for saying hi.
I'm outside the shops, innit?
Am I at the right place for Collect Plus?
Don't want a drink, any drink. Us?
You alright?
What's going on?
You okay? How big is that?
I don't know, probably like this and this.
Can you check these boxes there? Is your name on there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
I didn't even know you could get deliveries from there.
I didn't know either.
Why don't you just get delivered to your house?
Because I'm traveling.
Oh.
Yeah. So I just...
Where are you travelling from?
I'm from Canada.
Canada, you're just travelling around the whole of UK or
Yeah,
something?
well,
Yeah.
lucky they're coming because we don't take that much bigger parcel because I was not in the shop. Because I don't
Oh,
speak
okay.
that much. We're doing charity for customers. Please, no.
Alright, well it's quite large, so I pretty much have to install it now. Because I'm not going to be able to ride with this in the box. Alright, it comes in its own bag. It's a tank bag. It's I paid for this. It's not sponsored. It's a SW Motec bag. It is waterproof and it's like 11 liters. So basically, yeah, the idea is something that's decent size that I can basically, the problem is this thing is so heavy that I want to move some of that weight forward because this is kind of messing with the handling of the bike. So I'm going to try and move some of that weight forward into this bag, and then hopefully that means I can, you know, my life will improve a little bit. But yeah, it looks nice. But I have to install it now. Oh yeah, and I should also mention the reason I had to wait for this is because I had these breather hoses coming out of the tank, and basically the tank bag was going to foul. But now I've got these kind of adapters on here that have them sitting a lot more flat, so it should work a little better now, I think. At least that's the idea, at least. Okay, got that through. Alright, there it is. Actually, it looks pretty good with the bike, doesn't it? I'm not going to put anything in it just yet, just in case something goes wrong. I don't want my camera gear all over the highway. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how this feels riding, because I've never ridden with a tank bag before. So, alright, got a cottage booked a little south of here, so let's get going. Alright, I got this tank bag on me. Yeah, I think it's good. Sometimes I like to sit forward, but yeah, it's a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. A little higher, but actually it's not really a problem at all. Oh, standing is not so good. It's right in my crotch, this thing. Let me try to move it forward a little more if I can. Alright, looking for something called Old Rectory, which I think is a church. Oh, I just saw it there. Alright, it's a loft.
I think the stairs are my stairs. The loft. Perfect. This is interesting. Anyway. Is this right? Oh, it's locked, so maybe it's not right. Hi. I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. I booked the loft, I guess.
Yes. We thought you might because we just heard you wander up there, but
Yeah.
I think the booking's tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Gosh, you here?
Uh-oh.
Have you come a day early?
Oopsie. Have I?
Otherwise it would be, we'd have it already for you. But
Okay. Oh, did I book it? Did I do that again? Oh, sorry. I've done this once before too. I always think I'm checking out here, and then I just need for the next day. Actually, you need it for the same day. Yeah. Well, I got to see Stonehenge along with the other million people that will be visiting this year. It's a pretty cool place, and it's definitely probably the coolest. I think it's probably the coolest stone circle thingy that I've seen so far on the trip. I think it's probably the best one. Although you can't really walk into it like some of the other ones. Like the other one on the Hebrides when it was like super windy, and I was using the stones as like kind of a shield from the wind. That one was quite good too, actually, but it was just a little, it was so windy. But those were really tall, thin stones, which was cool. But Stonehenge, it's hard to beat. I think it's probably hard to beat Stonehenge, though. Also, I seem to have issues booking. I've done this at least 2 other times where I just book the day after I leave another place, and it's it doesn't work out when I do that. Well, actually, it does work out, but it causes some confusion. So I'm not really learning my lesson because they're always like, "Oh yeah, you can come now." So as I was kind of unloading my bike, I noticed another drip under the bike, and I thought I'd fix that because I remember a video ago, I stopped on the side of the road to tighten or replace the kind of ring, the O-ring, the gasket, the washer on the drain plug, and I thought it was good after that, and I didn't really see any dripping, and I was quite happy about that. But now it's on another drip, or actually it was dripping pretty fast now. So now I'm thinking it's probably more like a seal where the shifter goes in, or where the sprocket, the sprocket that drives the chain. I think it might be that. So I don't know how normal this is. Is the bike I just checked today has 30,000 kilometers on it. I've been somewhat abusing it. I haven't been cleaning it often. So that could be part of it, or maybe it's just completely normal. I saw other people online, because I as soon as I saw this, I'm like, no! It doesn't seem that hard to replace them, but yeah, I saw other people online, and theirs were leaking, and their bikes look a lot newer and younger than mine is, so I don't know. It's just something I just don't want to deal with mechanical stuff, even though like it creates good content. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy me struggling to take those seals out and put new ones in, but I just don't want to do it. I want to ride. So but I'll have to figure this out, and that's just kind of the next problem. So yeah, a bit of a string here. The clutch thing, that was some bad luck there, I think. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. It always helps if you subscribe if you haven't. And then, of course, there's going to be a link on the screen to either the next video or another video that YouTube thinks you might like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.